Were you a big party boy growing up?
Not really, man. I mean, I had fun, but nothing crazy. I'm still not a big drinker, to be honest. I like it. I like going out and drinking. I'm not gonna say I don't drink or anything like that, but I was never like a crazy party guy.
Yeah.
You ever been in a three-way?
No.
Want to be in a
What the fuck, dude?
Bro, that's such an alarming thing to say in a room with a closed door and two of you. He even scooted in front of the door. He's like, you ever been in a three-way?
Click.
My fiance left.
Asking about
Did you hear the garage?
You party? You like to party? I just imagine the next question. Like, you ever been in a three-way, bro? Yeah.
Oh my god,
Dude, Blake's gonna leave here. Blake earlier today said, yeah, I've done like 30 or 40 podcasts. Now the next time he does a podcast, he's gonna be like, yeah, I've done like 30 or 40, but there's this one podcast where I was just harassed.
I'm just saying because
Goddamn heathen, man. This is our guest, and you just... Blake, I apologize for his behavior, man.
question. No, it's cool.
It's a good question.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
So you bounced around a lot of different places. From the research that I did about you, you grew up in like Ohio.
Yes.
Like a small little town in Ohio. The probably what people wouldn't really know the town, but Cleveland is what it's closest to, right?
Yeah, that's the closest big city. Jefferson is the little town that I'm actually from, but Cleveland, Youngstown are the two close big cities.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cleveland and Youngstown.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
And then after that, you went to Hawaii.
Yes.
Because not only are you an MMA fighter, you're an active member of the Air Force.
Correct.
Damn,
yes.
dude, what do you
Yes.
not do? And then you went to Hawaii, and you were stationed there for how long?
I was there for a little over 3 years, from, 2018 to mid 2021.
That's not a bad place to be stationed.
What part of Hawaii?
I was on Oahu, and the town I lived in was Waipahu. Wow. Yeah.
Beautiful, huh?
Oh, it's the best, man. I loved it out there. Yeah.
And it kind of, be truthful.
Yeah.
Were you kind of like bummed to be like, oh, I'm going to go to Fairfield, California?
I wasn't even kind of bummed. I was drastically
That's why they're called orders. Yeah, they're not asking you to go to Fairfield.
When you heard, when they said, hey, Blake, you're going to go to Fairfield, and you did some research about this place you were going to be stationed at, what were your thoughts when it first popped up on your Google?
So, to be completely honest, I was actually pretty stoked. Of all places, I wanted to come to California. It was on the list of places I was hoping for. I loved Hawaii, and I wanted to stay out there, but no, definitely coming here. There's a lot of things to do, lots of cool cities and stuff. And I'm from a small little town in Ohio where there's like nothing to do. So all these other places I've lived since then are all like super cool to me, Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I think it would have been super cool if you went from Jefferson to Fairfield, right?
That's
a step. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you go to Hawaii from there. Now you're like,
yeah. That's the
up.
perfect way to put it. Okay, right there.
But then, it must have been incredible to go from Jefferson to Hawaii.
Yes.
But if you just stayed in Hawaii, you would have been completely content.
I would have been. Yeah. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Is that how it works in the military? They just tell you, hey, you're going to be stationed here. You have no say about it?
Dude, for the most part, kind of. It all boils down to like the needs of the military, right? So they'll send you specifically where they need manning or whatever. But you can they have a thing called a wish list, which is like you put the places you want to go, and then they basically throw it away, and they're like, yeah, you're going here. But it's to like make you feel better, like, oh, I have a
go
say.
ahead, write it down. Yeah, go ahead.
If it makes you feel better, just put it on this
Look
piece
at me
of paper.
putting it in the
Yeah.
file. Here it is in the file. Asshole.
I'm like, all right, so do I sign here? They're like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're going to go to Fairfield.
Let's see, you want to be stationed in Narnia, Hogwarts, and Gotham City. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll work on that for you, buddy.
Yeah. they're
Fairfield.
like-
We're going to send it to Fairfield.
This asshole has no idea.
Wait, and then how did you end up in Woodland while being stationed in Fairfield?
So I came out, kind of bounced around. I lived in Vallejo for like 8 months, 9 months. And
I love the confidence in
we go.
repping Vallejo.
there we go. I like it. So it was cool. I lived out there, and then me and my girlfriend at the time moved. She's from Woodland, so we moved.
Oh, I see.
Moved to Woodland, and she worked in Davis and stuff, so it just made sense. We lived in an apartment out there for a little over a year, and then obviously I ended up in Vacaville. So yeah,
Nice, dude. You were saying before we started recording that you really preferred Vallejo over a lot of the places that you lived at here in California, and why is that?
I think I kind of like the area too, and I know there's lots of rough areas of Vallejo, but where I was like towards Benicia and stuff, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I kind of like it was just cool having the location of it, right? Like I feel like it's right between, SAC and San Francisco, and a lot of the people are cool. I think a lot of people get a bad rap, but I liked it out there. It was close to my gym.
Yeah.
A lot of people from my gym were from Vallejo. So it was cool, man. I kind of dug it out there. I liked it.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
And like, if anything rough happens, obviously you could defend yourself.
For the most part, I live with like an old Asian couple, so I like to think they would have my back too.
Oh, they for sure. Have you seen any Asian movies?
You ever seen Kung Fu Panda?
Old Asian people everywhere. They might be animals, but
The animals are metaphors for people. I don't know if you missed that.
I guess I could have just said old people. I guess that I didn't need to throw in Asian, but it adds context.
I still would have brought up Kung Fu Panda.
no, you have to throw in Asian because obviously, and me being an Asian person,
Yes.
and having people in my life that are old Asian people, I think the first thing that I envision from experience are old Asian people practicing Tai Chi in a public park. Meaning that they could defend themselves for sure.
Shout out to Janice and Bing, by the way, in Vallejo.
Hell yeah.
Janice, those are their names?
Janice and Bing. Yep.
Janice and Bing sound like two people that'll fuck shit up.
They did,
Janice
bro.
and Bing sound like the Asian knockoff of Friends.
That's crazy, dude. I've wanted to ask you. So, like, you are an MMA fighter. Congratulations on your recent win.
Thank you.
Listeners, baddies, by the way, welcome to another episode of
hello.
ICBTB's Highly Relevant. Today, we are joined by one of our most badass guests right now who could literally kill us if he wanted to.
I think we have a lot of guests who could kill us.
Yeah, my fiance outside, my 4'11" fiance outside,
kill us.
There we go.
could kill me if she wanted to. But
Well, most murders are done by
I don't know.
those
You know the
levels.
layout of the place, though, man. I don't know. You might just you can sneak around corners. I don't know where you're at.
You'll
There's
learn it pretty quick. It's
There's
not
a
that scary.
lightsaber over there in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, bro.
can you imagine how silly it'd be if there was like a home invasion in here, and then the only thing I could grab right next to me is this
dude?
lightsaber?
In the dark, like they try to break in at night, and you just hear like,
Oh, I better scare them. I hope it does.
You came to the wrong house, motherfucker.
right? Just lights up your face in the dark. Yeah.
This is Blake Perry.
Yeah, Blake, welcome to the freaking podcast,
Yes.
dude. Thanks for agreeing to do the show.
Dude, thanks for having me, man. You kidding
Yeah.
me? Man, I'm stoked to be here.
Dude, stoked to have you. You are by far one of our coolest guests already.
One of.
I mean, one of there. We've had a lot of great people on the show, but you
Bill
are
Gates.
the first.
Hasn't been on yet.
He seems like a dick, though. I don't know.
He wouldn't be a cool guest. Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't relate to us on anything.
Nope. If we had Elon here, he'd be like, he'd
This
call us
room's so
peasants. Yeah. But when you came in here, you'd be like, "Whoa, this place is dope."
Very complimentary. It was nice.
Yeah, man.
How does it feel to like see yourself on a fight card and kind of what I feel like is like I'm choosing you as a video game character when I see you up there, or like when I see your stats and everything. How's that feel to really be rising up in these ranks?
It's cool, man. Especially just like kind of from like a little kid standpoint. It's easy to get wrapped up in the day to day. Like, oh, this is just what I do. This is what I do every day, kind of thing. And then when you get a chance to step back, you're like, damn, 12-year-old me probably would have thought that was pretty cool, So, no, it is cool, man. It's cool.
What did 12-year-old you want to do?
Dude, that's a good question. So actually what I used to do, it's kind of similar to you guys a little bit. I used to buy like blank cassette tapes, right? And I would put them in a stereo. And the stereo, it was like a karaoke machine, right? And it had a microphone and a radio.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy Jimmy Blasic would hang out, get a blank cassette tape, put it in, record songs on the radio, and then we would do like our own.
Be the DJ?
Be the DJ.
Hell
We'd be like,
yeah.
And this is Blake coming back with one of my favorite songs, and we would like play whatever was on next. But
What would you play?
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da.
dude, all kinds of things, man. There was like a lot of classic rock. I used to really be into classic rock when I was a kid, and a weird combo, but classic rock and rap was really into like early 2000s rap.
Whoa,
And
that's
I
like
still
a
am.
crazy.
It is.
Both ends of the
Right?
spectrum.
Like Tom Petty to 50 Cent, just kind of what.
and one right after the other.
Yeah.
You're just like,
So that was Life is a Highway. Up next, In the Club.
Yeah.
I would listen to that radio station.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I think we all would. I think
Because that's how I feel. I'll be playing Frank Sinatra at one point, and then I feel like playing YG.
Yeah.
afterwards.
Why not, dude? Just
Yeah.
fucking like
Nobody's gonna stop
107, the shit show, and you just kind of play whatever.
What were you calling your radio station back in the day?
You can't say it anymore. It's a slur. Back then, it was cool to say.
No, good. I don't even remember, to be honest. I bet if I find those tapes, it's on there somewhere, but I'll have to
Hit up Jimmy Blasic.
Yeah, dude, I'll have to hit up Jimmy, bro.
That's crazy. I
yeah.
love this guy's name. He has a radio last name.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
Jimmy Blasic.
Yeah,
back at you with In the
Back on the
Club.
blaze.
No, it was dope, man. But
Be a
yeah,
good
it
weatherman.
is a good radio. He would. He has a very broadcast name. He does. But no, it was a lot of fun. I still kind of like this stuff, podcasts and talking. I've always been a conversation kind of guy, and obviously you have to be a little self-centered to be a fighter, so I like seeing myself. I like talking, you know what I mean? So, I think just always, have enjoyed that kind of stuff, whether it's me talking or athletics or it's fun to me,
For sure.
I respect that self-awareness.
How did you get into fighting? Like when you started, did you box as a kid? Were you on the wrestling team?
Yeah, grew up wrestling. Especially in Ohio. There's
A lot of wrestling.
not shit else to do. It's snowy 6 months out of the year, so wrestling was really big. Grew up wrestling out there, like junior high through high school, and even did in college in Cleveland, and then just kind of transitioned to MMA. Made sense. But yeah, started training real seriously in Hawaii and got my first my fighting career started in Hawaii.
Okay, what was that first fight like when you signed your first contract and you were going to be like, okay, this is like an official fight?
Yeah.
Was like a young Blake that used to just wrestle, was he just fired up and like, whoa, this is like happening?
Yes.
We're doing it.
Yeah. No, it was exciting, man. And the nerves never really go away because I still get super nervous for fights. But yeah, no, it was against a dude named Zaylen, really, really cool dude. But yeah, we fought out in Hawaii it wasn't even that long ago, 2017, 2018. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. It was
it for the same promotion you're with now, or was it different?
No. This was it was called Trinity Kings in Hawaii, like a show. They've actually gotten pretty big too recently. But no, it was with the Ostovich family. I don't know if by chance Rachel Ostovich is real popular. Her dad owns the promotion, so I fought for them. Yeah. So that was my first fight. Yeah, it was cool. In the back of a trampoline place. It was called iTrampoline in Waipahu.
I love it. Is it usually like how some of the venues are in random spots like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like I've had several fights in like hotel ballrooms.
Sure.
It's like a kind of a popular one. Yeah, isn't that wild, right? They'll just like empty out a hotel ballroom, bring in a cage and set up a bunch of seats and stuff. There I fought in like places that kind of look like high school gyms, a trampoline place,
And
and
lamp shop, a rug store.
So just kind of all around,
I would be hoping that at the trampoline place you were fighting on a trampoline.
Dude, how fucking sick would that have been? Dude?
I mean, we could start the federation right now.
Trampoline fight card, TFC.
bro.
TFC, that already exists, and it's called the Filipino channel, and my entire family watches that program.
TFC? Make a PH.
But no, that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Now when you fight with the promotion with Cage Warriors,
Yep.
is that are these in like bigger venues? Are they in
So
It's a
stadiums?
huge venue.
it was cool, man. So this last one was in like casino and resort.
Okay.
I think the Sycuan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Like
Yep.
SYCUAN. Out in San Diego, California. But dude, big ass casino. And it's like a kind of like a back area room. It's just kind of a big area with
we were behind the casino, actually. Yeah,
At another trampoline place.
people just turn their headlights on. That's what we.
yeah, it's crazy, bro.
But you're noticing it get bigger and the venue's getting
for sure,
more serious.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I mean, it seems like the trajectory of things are really working in your favor. It's Baddies listeners, by the way, you can check out Blake on UFC Fight Pass, Cage Warriors 149, right?
Yes.
Yep, just happened in San Diego. Once again, congratulations on your win. That's fucking dope. You're also really known, and I'm sure all the podcasts that you've interviewed with prior, you're super known from your fight back in August in last year of 2022, where you have one of the most viral nose injuries to ever exist, and
Yes.
like it's just pinned right to the top of your profile.
Yes.
Your Picasso phase. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, why not, man? I'm proud of it. You know, it's you know, not what I had hoped to go viral for, you know, but I'll take it, man. All publicity is, you know. No, I shouldn't say that. That's kind of bullshit. People say that like all publicity is good. That's not true at all.
But if you're a fighter,
yes,
and you're getting known for having a broken nose, that's not as outlandish as if you were like a teacher for kindergarten and being like, yeah, I have a broken nose.
Yeah, it's
I got
crazy,
the worst
man.
broken nose
yeah,
ever.
the worst ever. But no, definitely like that fight got a lot more eyes on me fighting than any of my wins. So I'm thankful for it, you know. And my opponent for that fight, Marcel McCain, shout out to him too. He's a beast. But no, I'm super cool with him, man. So I figured there's two ways you could take it. You can either, you know, kind of be a little bitch about it and like, like try and sweep it under the rug, but it's like everyone's seen it, you know, and I figured why not, man? Why not use it? I can either use it to my gain and exploit it myself, pin it to my profile and get people like, oh, you're that fucking nose guy, or you know, just why
you
not
gotta live with it? Yeah,
why not? Man?
It's not like fighters don't break their nose though,
right?
It's also not. It's not the most surprising thing. Everybody be like, wow,
yeah, right.
Blake broke his nose. I was like, he's now he's like.
I got kind of a schnoz too, man. I got a big bird nose, so it's just
not anymore. Now it's tuckered in a little bit. Yeah. Well, I mean, naturally, that doesn't feel good.
Me next. I have problems with my nose. Can someone just
Yours
fucking
is already flat
bash me with their knee?
We need to like pull yours out a little bit.
I do have a flat nose, a William Hung nose. Yeah.
That doesn't. Your nose is hung. That's
Thank you.
that doesn't feel good, of course.
Yeah.
But did they reset it,
Dude.
By the way, go ahead. My bad. I don't.
No, you're good. You're good. So right after, like directly after the fight, my coach, Sonny Ramos, he like reset it just so it wasn't like absurd. Like the shit was like under my eye, and he reset it enough that it wasn't like I could like breathe out of it a little bit again, and then. I went right to a hospital right there in Stockton. The fight was in Stockton. So it was like right off the highway right there. God. And yeah, man, they reset it, manually with his hands, the doctor, but it was probably like 2 hours after, Jesus. So my adrenaline was gone. Cause when my coach first reset it right outside the cage, I was still like buzzing so much.
Sure.
And honest to God, it sounds like some bullshit, but I didn't feel it a whole lot just cause I was so like wired up and stuff still, So he did it and I was like, oh, that wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking. And then I went to the hospital like 2 hours later and the doctor was like, hey, we're going to have to reset that again. You know what I mean? Because he just did a real quick job. And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. I was like, it wasn't bad the first time. And this is like 2-3 hours later where I'm finally relaxed and stuff. And dude, I was so wrong. That hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm. I saw the video. I saw the video because.
Yeah.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're crazy.
Sorry. No, it's not your fault, brother.
Could you hear it like click into place?
Bro, I was
Feel it inside your skull? Like I imagine it's
dude, the weirdest part was like feeling like I just remember like feeling my skin was like kind of like loose, like it felt like it had like you know how like I'm trying to describe like how if there was like a mat on the ground and it got pushed up, it would have like leanway or like a sheet on a bed would have like some like loose skin. And I just remember that he like shifted it and I felt my skin get tight again. And it was just like feeling it move under the skin was gnarly. But
man,
yeah.
So when you search up that video, because I was trying to find videos of it getting put back into place, and Google said, where it says, explicit images may appear.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that popped up. It said explicit video of
and you're like, what? Why did know?
And I watched it, and you're screaming, and because it looked very painful, man. I could barely stomach it myself.
Yeah, no. First off, I'm proud of that. The fact that there's a video of me somewhere like explicit content. That's kind of cool,
dude.
Yeah, that is a badge of honor for sure.
Yeah, what if you clicked on it and I just like pulled my dick out?
I love fixing my nose. Do it again. Reset it again.
Like it wasn't what you thought at all. You're like, oh, it's gonna be violent. It's just like a
Blake Perry goes rogue.
Blake Perry, active member of the Air Force, MMA fighter, and porn star.
Well, there's a couple of, I don't know why I'm bringing this. There's a couple of girls who are like on OnlyFans, are like, former Air Force. I don't know. I'm just thinking of one in particular. Never mind. Forget it.
Don't act like you don't know her name. You're like,
He
awesome.
knows.
I think her name's something like, I don't know, Bill Murray. I don't know.
Quick question for you: when you sign up for an OnlyFans, do you have a hidden username, or you
No, I
say,
have it linked to my Twitter.
So let's say, because we know of some people in our high school.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know I signed up.
Oh, really?
I mean, they must. I don't give a shit.
You're
Really?
like, hey man, it's me.
Yeah. Hey, you're putting them out there.
Yeah, you're right. No, there was.
And the one high school friend that we're talking about, my girlfriend wanted me to follow her because she wanted to see it also.
Yeah,
so.
I wanted you to follow. I think I gave you money for the
did.
subscription because I was curious.
4 people gave me money for that subscription.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding.
How come- okay, never mind. Anyway, shout out to you, high school friend. But dude, no, even the way that you talk about this viral nose injury, even though someone in a similar position could act like a little bitch, the way you talk about it means that you've separated your ego from it, which is such a respectable thing, which is dope. Because I'm pissed when I stub my toe, and I don't know how. I mean, it's so cool that you could just do that.
I appreciate it, man, because like I said, I think it kind of loops back around to ego a little bit, though, because in a way, I'm using it to promote myself, too. So I make it seem like I don't have an ego about it, but at the end of the day, I'm like using it to promote myself, which is kind of an egotistical thing to do, so it's cool.
No, but we like it, though, so it's cool. It's
I'm
fine.
just positive ego,
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
That's the key word, positive ego.
Yeah.
Pigo.
Alejandro asked you this right before we recorded. How did you translate the skill set that you've acquired from being a member in the Air Force into your fighting right now?
So, to be honest, I would say it more translates from growing up wrestling more than anything, because there's a lot of badass jobs in the military, but my job's pretty 9 to 5-ish. I work on planes. It's nothing like, these like crazy Rambo jobs. Those jobs I'm sure would translate a lot. But
Rambo was a Marine.
Yeah, was he? Okay, there we go. Perfect. But no, definitely like you could definitely be a huge pussy and get away with doing my job.
We can still join the Air Force then, bro. We got this.
I got it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. A lot of grappling, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
What would you classify your style?
That's a good question, man.
Boxer slash.
Kind of, yeah. I would say, I know it's cliche, but kind of just like a mix of stuff. There's nowhere like, there's no one area that I'm just like an absolute standout in.
Sure,
but there's nowhere that I'm like terrible either. Like I have to avoid this area or that area.
Please don't kick me. Yeah.
Right. It just kind of depends on the opponent. But I grew up wrestling, so I would definitely say that's my background.
Definitely.
Anymore in fights, I feel like I go against a lot of people that are better wrestlers than me. So, that's where the other stuff I do comes into play. It's just kind of fitting that puzzle. Finding out where. That I'm not so good in any one area that I know no matter who I go against, I'm going to be a better wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm a better boxer.
I'm just going to take him down to the ground.
Exactly,
I'm just going to do this.
Exactly. So most of my fights is kind of like a puzzle, like I have to figure out like, all right, this person might be good here, but how am I going to use my other stuff to exploit that and tie it together and
bring it back to your playing field.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Of the like big fighters out right now, who do you think you could like align yourself with most? Is there a style of fighter, or is there a fighter that you like? Oh, I like the way he...
Yeah, so out right now, I'd have to put some thought into, but I think in terms of the past, probably like Forrest Griffin.
Oh, for sure.
I think kind of just because he was kind of that same style I was talking about, where there was nowhere specifically that he was just like above everyone else, but he would win. He was a winner. He
make
would
it his own.
Yeah,
make his own game.
yeah. He would find a way.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I think. If I had to compare, I would say like Forrest Griffin. I love watching his fights. I'm just a fanboy.
Yeah,
of him
for
too,
sure. Of course.
So
you gotta start as a fan, and then you like build yourself up to be on that level and stuff.
Yeah.
I think for Christian, if you were to be any fighter, right?
Rikishi.
I was gonna say like Goku or something, for you, a little more your lane.
Amazing answer.
Yeah, just
You would hit the
corner
stink
the
face.
fighter in the corner of the ring, and they just put these cheeks up in that face.
Hit him with the stink face.
Yeah, there you go, and down by knockout via pink eye.
He's
not
dead.
Rikishi.
There's no pulse.
He's
no
dead,
pulse.
guys. He's dead.
I couldn't do that. I'm not cheeky enough, sadly.
You're not cheeky enough. No. You mean like British, like sassy? You're not cheeky enough?
Not cheeky enough. What's the balance? How do you prep yourself with with being both calculated in the ring and also having that adrenaline, but also making sure you're not fully seeing red.
And also
Yeah.
like having fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like how do you balance
No.
having fun with it?
Those are all good questions.
And looking good on the ring. It's just like, how do you do that?
Yeah. So I think first off, I would say it's still something I work on a lot is managing adrenaline, you know? Because I would say that's one thing definitely that is the toughest to learn is being poised under pressure is how our coach words it. And that's still something I work on a lot because a lot of times I'll get real real rough,
Excited.
like robotic almost, where you know what I mean, where I'm like going hard and stuff, which is good, but when you get to the high level, you have to chill out and be calculated, or else people are going to exploit that,
for sure.
you know. So that's one thing definitely I'm working hard on is just seeing things more when I'm in there, you know, as opposed to just like going 100 miles an hour and just not stopping kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because that'll work at the lower level, but when you get into the higher ranks and stuff, you're gonna have to be calculated if you want to go anywhere. And then having fun, I would say how I manage to have fun with it is just not taking it too serious.
Sure.
You know, like obviously take it serious, and it's what I like dedicate my life to. But at the same time, you know, I'm getting to go out in front of like everyone I know and love, and I'm getting paid to fight someone.
Yeah, you're doing a cool thing. Let's not forget you're doing.
That's cool. Yeah, you know. So just kind of like embracing the moment, down to like having fun on my walkouts and having fun with my coaches, and just saying little stuff, you know, right before, and just kind of making it the reason I started. You know, I didn't start because I wanted to, you know, have a big stressor in my life and be serious, and you know that's not why I got into it. You know, it's the same reason that I wanted that radio show to kick off with Jimmy Blasic. You know, I wanted
Jimmy Blasic, man, let's get him on the podcast.
He's still doing it.
Jimmy
He's just waiting
Blasic from Jefferson, Ohio, get your ass.
Mom, they found me. Mom, they're talking about me.
I'm definitely sending this to him too.
Send it to him. Get your ass over to Woodland, California.
Vacaville.
Yeah. But what advice would you have for someone like me that's never been in a fight? We've talked about it often.
Run fast.
I'm fucked because I can't run fast.
So just like in general, like someone getting in a fight, like a self-defense type.
Sure, let's say that. Not that I would put myself, you know,
Hey, I mean,
in the ring
sometimes.
tomorrow.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know. I would say advice I would have to say is first and foremost, try as easy as it is to say as I'm sitting in a chair, try and stay calm. But that's like so drastic. Like if you're the one that's able to see things a little bit while being in the heat of the craziness, you have such a leg up over someone that's just closing their eyes, swinging for the fences. You know what I mean? So I would say first and foremost in the self-defense scenario, I would say try and be as present as possible and don't be afraid to run, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of people, you know, people try and sound tough, like, oh, fight or flight. I would never, dude, fucking flight. Are you kidding me, bro? Like,
If this is a self-defense.
yes,
scenario.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do MMA. Yeah, if you,
I would try to climb out the cage.
First one out of the cage wins.
Blake Perry told me that I could run, dude, because that's a scary motherfucker, and I'm running.
I'm out.
Training for months just to run away.
Right?
Okay, what advice would you have for a newcomer then?
Okay, so for a newcomer in MMA, I would say, yeah, it's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Just have fun with it, you know, because you never know how long or short your career is going to be, and you never know where it's going to go, you know, because and know how you perform, right? So there's some people that how I talked about how I embrace it, just having fun and enjoying the moment and being loose and having fun. I do that because naturally I'm kind of like an anxious person, and I get like tense and anxious, right? So if I was to go in with the mindset like this is do or die, this is my life's on the line, you know, that kind of thing, that would just make me exponentially more, you know, like spazzy and robotic, which is the last thing that I need, right? Yeah. So I try and go the opposite way. I try and have fun and be loose, and because naturally when I'm in there, my instinct is to be kind of tense and spazzy, right? So if I go out there and just I'm loose and having fun, that's by far when I perform my best. You know, it's not like you know, like I'm not taking it seriously or I'm cocky kind of. It's not like that at all. It's actually kind of the opposite. You know, it's because I'm like tense and overthinking things, and so when I go out and just have fun and make it flowy and just embrace it, and I think about like the end goal. Like, damn, this shit's pretty cool, man. There's a lot of people in here watching. This is cool, man. This is cool. That's when I perform the best. So I kind of rambled, but I would say a tip I would give someone, a new person in MMA, would be find out how you perform best, right? If someone's naturally kind of a laid back, like doesn't get nervous about much kind of person, they might need the opposite school of thought. They might need like
a little more up.
Yeah, like, hey man,
tense up,
get your shit together. This isn't a game. Get out there. That might work for them. Whereas vice versa, if someone's like me, I would say, shit, dude, pick a fun walkout song. Pick, see.
Which is exactly what you did for Cage Warriors.
Hey, that was dope. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was dope.
so dope, dude.
Thank you.
You're
I
coming
want to
out.
know what your come out song would be like. Because you're not like Wayne Newton or something. What are you gonna have?
It would be
I left my heart in San Francisco.
Over the Rainbow by Iz.
Dude, there we go. Dude, the ukulele.
Just be sure. So the first thing you hear as I'm walking out is
Falling
hardcore ukulele.
There we go, dude. I like it, bro. There we go.
I'm not sure. No, but when you came out, because you sent me that promo video and I saw it
Yes.
on your page prior to you sending it to me. You came out to is it Nelly, right?
Yeah, Grills. Yeah.
Don't. So dope. I was playing that downstairs in the kitchen the first time I saw it posted. And Melissa, my fiance who you met downstairs, she was gigging. She's a dancer. She's a hip hop dancer.
Nice.
And so
Okay.
she was getting hyped. And I can only imagine how hyped you were coming out to fight.
Yeah.
And then can you describe what it feels like to first pop out and see a crowd of people cheering for you while this hype ass song is playing for you? Like, what's that feel like?
Oh man, it's dope, dude. Especially being in the back with my coaches and stuff. It's cool, kind of like, because it's quiet back there when you're first. Like, you can hear it playing in like a distance, but you walk through like a hallway, right?
Getting louder and louder.
Dude. That's the like build up to it, right? Because you walk for probably a good 15-20 seconds before you're actually out there, right? So you're walking, you kind of hear it from like muffled through the walls and stuff, and you're like, oh shit,
Damn.
getting all amped up, and you go out, and it's cool just having my coaches with me and stuff, and then walking out, seeing the people, it was pretty cool. Got to see my mom and dad and stuff as I was walking to the cage, because I knew where they were sitting. That was pretty special.
That's
So,
a special, beautiful
yeah,
thing.
little stuff like that means a lot,
How do your parents feel about, how does your family feel about you doing this sport where they might see their son get hurt?
Yeah, dude. So
Well, they saw the nose thing.
they
imagine.
were there. They were cage side.
Yeah, do it again. He was better. He's better looking now.
Yeah, right. Right. There's some pent up anger from
Yep,
when I was a
yep.
kid. Like,
I never liked that nose.
There was definitely some happy people watching probably, somewhere. No, but no, they're pretty cool with it. Especially my parents are both extremely supportive. My siblings and everybody, my cousin, they're all super, super supportive. I'm lucky there. My grandparents are supportive, but
Confused.
I don't want to watch it. Support, you know what I mean? They're like, let us know how it goes, type thing.
That's how my parents feel about this podcast. So
Yeah, there you
we
go.
support it. We'll never watch it.
Perfect.
But let us know what happens at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
And my grandma Lucy,
Grandma Lucy.
she'll still give me calls like, good luck on your martial arts tournament this weekend. I'm like, oh, she has no idea what I do, bro. She's picturing
Martial
me like,
arts
dude.
tournament?
Breaking a board.
Right? She hears mixed martial arts, and yeah, she thinks I'm like breaking a board, like Kia.
My grandson does taekwondo also.
Oh, dude,
No one
dude.
sent her a clip?
I don't know,
hope
bro.
not.
I hope some of them would be okay. Some of them, I hope she doesn't see, bro.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's not. It's not one like you don't think they've seen anything?
I bet at some point,
And how would they react if they were to be there? Imagine that they're there. They're in San Diego. They're
Okay.
at the casino about to watch you fight.
Okay, so I think my grandma could take a clip. I'm sure she might have seen clips by now,
yeah.
and if she hasn't, I think she could handle it. If she was at,
Ringside.
the ringside in San Diego, that probably would have been the last thing she ever saw. She would have had a heart attack, bro.
Okay, that's
Before your card even comes up, she's like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. What is what's with the midgets? Why are the women fighting?
take me back, please.
What's with the peanut butter? I imagine that's the fight.
I do not see that going well in person. She probably would not be as much of a fan.
I could see
Yeah.
that. I could see that. That makes sense.
She was seeing Josh Nakagawa hit me in the face like, how dare you?
She would.
Now she's climbing in the cage, and it's a whole thing.
She would have had like a personal vendetta against him, like my Blake.
Writing him letters every Christmas.
Yeah,
How dare you?
bro.
She has a hit list.
Josh would have got a letter every year for the next fucking
On the anniversary
We know
of it.
what you did. Well, how would she have felt about McCain if she saw the clip of that?
Oh, she would have.
He gets a thank you note every year.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not
that would've
good.
been rough.
Probably like the devil, in her eyes.
Because
Just imagine your mom watching. If your mom saw you get
dude.
pushed onto the ground.
She would be upset.
Yeah.
No.
My dad was tripping about me getting my lunchbowl stolen in the 5th grade.
Yeah, I
That's
could see that.
traumatizing. Though.
That is
is, it is.
traumatizing. A cracker snacker's getting stolen from me.
Oh,
the cracker
sorry.
snackers.
Yeah,
I don't think you can say that.
I thought you were talking about the kid that took it from you. Like,
That cracker snacker.
like that fucking cracker, bro.
No, dude, it was a Vietnamese kid that took it from me. Yeah, he also did Tai Chi at the park.
Tai Chi. The most vicious of the chai based teas.
Chai tea.
I wrote down a couple of hypothetical fights that I wanted to just run past you, Blake.
Lay him on me, bro. Lay him on me.
I don't want you to think too much about it.
I won't.
So just give me. So first one's going to be Bruce Lee versus Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Who do you think takes it?
I think Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Superman or Captain America?
Superman.
Okay. The Hulk or Elon Musk?
Interesting.
That's.
I like that one.
Are they just in a room together?
Yeah.
Oh, the Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's say Elon,
Okay, Elon
is
Musk
in.
has.
Oh, hold on. Are they at like Elon's place where he has access to his resources?
They're in the Tesla factory in Texas.
Oh, dude, Elon.
Okay.
Elon's got fucking
Well,
hidden.
let's limit it a bit. Let's say it's the Hulk objectively, and it's smart Hulk, so that he's calculated when
David
he's fighting.
Banner. Okay.
But let's say Elon has a Tesla Hulk suit, very similar to how
Hulkbuster,
that-
but with like a Tesla symbol on the front.
exactly instead of
It's
instead of
electric.
Stark.
Yeah. That's good. Okay.
See that
Okay.
I would say
Way to
that's
again, balancing the fight. Very
That
nice.
is dope. That's dope.
Here we go. Hang on. Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox?
Jennifer Aniston.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
also
wait, break that down. We can't just gloss past that
Yeah.
for some fans of Friends.
Yes. First off, she's hot.
She's the better. She's the better
Yeah.
one. Courtney Cox looks like toothpicks. Her limbs look like they
Yeah.
snap easily.
I used to think Monica was hotter than.
She has biceps
Rachel.
that are very noticeable.
They're both great looking.
They're both great, yes.
It's going all the way. It's a full
But
round. Yeah.
I'm saying Jennifer Aniston solely because of the scene in We're the Millers. She does a dance scene, and it was like
Oh, we know the
impress-
dance scene.
yeah, you
Go
do,
ahead,
bro.
break it down. Break it down for the audio
Hold on,
listeners,
I'm
really
really-
quick.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, dude, she looked athletic, bro, and I think it translates, and I say she whoops that ass.
And that was her 15 or so years after Friends. So, she was getting up there in the age, and she was still looking good. And she still looks great.
She
Yeah, she
stopped
does.
aging pretty early on. She
Yeah.
just kind of like found the fountain of youth and went
did, man.
went on. Okay, Michael B. Jordan's Creed.
Okay.
Apollo Creed or Adonis Creed. I don't know what his first name is.
Apollo. It
Versus
is.
Michael B. Jordan from Fantastic Four, where he was the Human Torch.
Oh, I gotta go Human Torch, man. Yeah. I say.
mean, Those are
Is it-
supernatural
I
powers.
guess.
Yeah.
I like the scenario. That's a good
I mean,
one.
I just
do.
I like to see two Michael B. Jordans in a room.
I like to think of it like they both walk in a room and they think it's an evil fight or
Like, what the fuck?
even fight, right? Like they're like, oh, like the perfect match.
Yes.
And then he just torches. And he's like, oh, fuck me, dude.
Well, my immediate thought, if any of you guys just combusted into flames, is not, oh no,
I
he's
gotta
the
fight
Human
him.
Torch.
I need to fight
no,
him.
I'm saying I'm gonna call the cops because this guy's dying.
It's called the fire department. Junior fireman.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, last one.
All right.
Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny?
Bugs Bunny.
Ooh, why?
Just because like I think of
Naturally
an
more
actual
violent.
mouse,
Yeah.
like an actual mouse and an actual rabbit.
Mm.
And
Oh.
I think the rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Bugs is
actually.
a hair technically, but yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
These are practical observations.
Yeah.
They're all
Like
good.
cartoon characters. That's really good. Seeing our body types, what do you think? What should I specialize in terms of like? Do you think I could last?
Umaga. We talked about this.
I'm
Umaga.
glad you
Or
guys asked.
Rikishi.
Oh,
You gotta be
Rikishi, yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
Because I've been thinking about it since I walked in.
I'm gonna say both of you guys definitely at least have an underlying base of Rikishi
Tickling.
but actual backgrounds, I say I don't know. You're long and lanky, man. I'm saying jiu-jitsu, dude.
long,
you got
yeah.
that choking fools out with
That's
those long limbs.
I've hung out with a couple Brazilians.
Hey, dude, that's all you need. That's,
One
that's
Brazilian
a precursor.
people. Christian could be a good
then-
wrestler. He's got the weight
Dude,
behind
I was
him.
gonna say like a wrestler or
think
like,
so.
dude, just like a tight, fucking like Tyson style boxer.
Oh, boxing.
Or some
Marching
like
in.
gnarly hooks and uppercuts.
You think so?
I think so, dude.
Okay,
I think so.
because he's asked me a few times, like if you were to get into martial arts, like what
Mm-hmm.
would you get into? And I don't know, but I know I understand that I have a
No, you do
particular
know.
body type.
Tell him what fight style you want to learn. No. What's the one from Brazil? The dance
Capoeira.
fighting.
Capoeira, the dance fight.
You've always said that's
Do it,
the one
man.
you want to learn.
Well,
cool.
it would be cool
would be
because
cool.
mainly I want to be able to be that aerial. You know, I want to be able to
Be honest. You like dance fighting.
dance fight. Well, so I grew up
And
fat.
crumping. You like crumping.
Okay.
I don't care for crumping at all. Actually, it's that's far from what I'd want to do. But I grew up husky.
Dude, kind of same.
You grew up husky?
Yeah, shout out to the little fatties out there, bro.
Well, wait. At what age were you husky?
I was kind of a chubby kid until probably like 13, 14. Like once I got into high school, I got tall and skinny, but I was kind of a little
So it was a
chubster.
pre-growth-spurt chub.
Yeah.
I shouldn't call it
That
that.
sounds
yeah,
bad.
that sounds really bad.
I mean, I just said shout out to the fatties. So.
Shout out to the fatties, man. Because I was fat until like I was
last
19,
Okay.
19, 18. Yeah, you said last year.
Well, you're definitely not now, dude.
No,
You're all
he-
dieseled out, bro.
I had to do something about
Yeah.
it.
He used to stress eat, but he would stress. He'd be like, "Oh no, a stop sign! Oh no, another blue car!"
No, so me growing up big, I always thought it would be funny if I could do these activities that
Yeah.
big people couldn't typically do. So if I could just break dance and be a fat break dancer, that'd be crazy. If I could
that'd be
be a fat capoeira fighter, that would be insane to see.
yeah.
Right?
Bro, there's... I can't think of his name, of course, now that I'm on the spot. There's a UFC fighter, big heavyweight, who's got like a very capoeira style. Like he'll like knock dudes out with like spinning wheel kicks. And he legit looks like an offensive lineman in the NFL. Like he's like big old belly, just a big dude. Not like a chubby, like 265.
And then when you win, you gotta like smack. the
yeah,
belly
bro.
and
Yeah, I'll have to send you guys clips. But he's like hilariously athletic for like his build.
That's nuts.
And
Love it.
Yeah,
I love
so-
it when fat people are athletic.
Yeah, it's
He's
cool,
just,
dude.
it's defying physics. It's really
bro.
Yeah.
that's
Fat doesn't define you.
Yeah.
Physics do.
that's
And
true.
bro, dude, from my experience fighting too, like just training in gyms, the dudes that hit the hardest are just big dude, like big fat dudes a lot of times, man. Because like, you
Bigger backs.
Yeah, just big, just all that power and stuff, man. Because you think like, oh, it'd be some big jack dude or whatever. Which I mean, obviously a lot of those
Sure.
guys hit hard
Brock
too.
Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Perfect.
one wants to
example.
get punched by Brock Lesnar.
No.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But there's a lot of dudes, man, that are just big people that are powerful, man. They hit so hard, dude.
What's the next thing you want to learn? You say you specialize in jiu-jitsu. What's another facet of martial arts that you'd want to get into?
I would just kind of really, I want to work on more so tying together the disciplines as opposed to one specific discipline, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I would like to get better at, incorporating my jiu-jitsu more from this position, or work on my striking into takedowns, or just kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, more so the transition between martial arts as opposed to focusing on
And
one.
I'll make you super well-rounded.
Yes.
And everything. What's your workout regimen like, by the way?
So I pretty much just train like 6 days a week at my MMA gym, the Train for Life in Sassoon. So I'm there 6 days a week, and then I get in between 3 or 4 like strength conditioning workouts a week too, like lifts or just straight conditioning, and just kind of do that on my own.
Okay. And you've always been like, you've always been fit. Let's say after you lost weight, after your growth spurt.
Yeah.
Did you like hit the gym immediately? You said you were wrestling a bunch. Once you started wrestling as a kid, I'm sure that you were working out.
So even as like a little chubby kid, I like played football and stuff as a kid.
Sure.
So I always loved athletics in general, but like I would say I got into like the fitness, lifting, and that kind of stuff along with wrestling when I was young, just 'cause they kind of go hand in hand, But yeah, so probably right around like early high school, I started to like be more conscious of that kind of stuff.
What's your favorite workout?
Ooh, that's a really good question. So I would say definitely lifting in general over like cardio.
What lift? do you
What
like?
lift?
How much weight? What type of bar?
Yeah, let's go to the gym right now. I'm just getting competitive.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I would say I like the Olympic style lifts. Like I like cleans and just something about them. I think it's just because it's a little different. I kind of like those, and because we did a lot of those in wrestling and stuff.
Sure.
So I would say probably like power cleans. I like power
Wow.
cleans. Yeah.
Wow, dude. You seem like someone that could do CrossFit and survive very easily.
Oof, I don't know. Easily, those suck, but some of them are cool. Yeah, some of them CrossFit. Some of them are
Lame.
kind of a little lame. But
Is there like a dream move? Like, like everyone who plays soccer is like, I want to bicycle kick it into the corner of the net and like win the game. Is there like a dream, like a spinning back elbow you want to like knock someone out with, or
dude, just a clean.
maybe that bicycle kick?
That would be good.
That would be crazy as fuck.
Cool. I'll be honest. I'm never gonna hit that shit though, dude. Never. I shouldn't say never. You never know. But I would say just like a clean walk-off knockout would be cool. Those always just look so cool, and it's got to feel
Great.
feel badass just to like have a clean walk-off knockout, like one where you hit him and you just know before he hits the ground, like that fool's out.
Doing the accordion.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Did you feel like a badass the first time you saw yourself on screen, like in your first official fight?
Yeah, it was cool. Like
when they do like when they call you out, right?
Yeah. No, yeah. It was cool. It was cool seeing the very first time. It was like, oh shit, that's me, because like, you don't think about it when you're training every day. It's kind of like, oh, I go to the gym with these people, we train, whatever. But it's cool actually seeing it from like the like outside perspective, just
Sure.
like looking into the cage. You're like, dang, I did that. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You grew up with any siblings?
I did, or I do. Still do, but
You're still growing up.
I
with
made
these
it sound like they like disappeared. They're both still around.
They're in Hawaii.
Yeah, right. No, my younger sister, her name's Maya. Actually, her kid is named Adonis after the Creed movie.
Wow.
Yes, it's a fun fact.
There you go. That is fun.
But so yeah, my younger sister Maya, she's I believe 24. I hope I got that right, 24. And I have an older brother named Zach who is 31.
Did you ever wrestle with your older brother?
A little bit when I was he had me when I was little because he's big.
Sure.
He does not want to smoke now.
Then you passed
He
him up
doesn't?
at a
Oh, he does
level.
not want. I will tell him right now to this camera.
What are his stats? Lay him out right now. Like
He's
what is-
0-1 every time he fights Blake. That's right.
So his stats. I'm gonna say Zach's tail of the tape. He's like pretty big. He's a big dude, right? He's big and strong, and he's got that like Bud Light power. You know what I mean? He drinks.
I
drinks
love that. He's the type of guy that'll chug it, shotgun it, then
Dude.
smash it against his
Dude,
skull.
yes, dude. Northeast Ohio, dude. He's all about Bud Light, hunting, and chews, all like the whole get go. So I would say
You love this guy already.
This guy's awesome.
he's the man, dude. He's the man. So I'm gonna say tail the tape. If me and him just go wrestle right now, I think I got it pretty easy.
Really?
But a few now Zach would like
I'm getting that Bud Light energy.
dang, dude,
Once
like
he has that.
bro, like say he's got some Bud Lights in his corner. I don't think I got it anymore, dude.
His corner man is just like a big Bud Light bottle. Like, you gotta keep going. You gotta get him. You got him on the ropes.
Let's say he's drinking another beer. Is he still going to be as strong, or it has to specifically be a Bud Light?
Like Coors is poison to him.
Does
but
he yell
Bud Light
dilly
makes
dilly?
him-
He's like, what is this shit?
Get this fucking shit out of my face.
It's like Popeye with the spinach. He's like, I need the voice. He's like crawling to the Bud Light. Oh, I need. And he's like,
I don't know,
we're
man.
children at heart, clearly.
Me too. I don't even know because I think Bud Light, Busch Light. I think those are his two.
That's it.
Very
Other
similar.
than that, I can't even picture him drinking anything else.
We
to
grew
be
up
honest.
on Keystone Light.
Same
I've
shit.
always
dude.
been a Bud Light
Man.
guy. You know that.
No, when we were drinking in Ryan McCumber's garage,
Whatever we
we were
could get our
drinking
hands on.
Keystone, piss.
Not Coors.
Oh no, we were drinking Keystone, man.
I don't
And
even
that was like
remember.
I knew, and I didn't have like a obviously when we were drinking in high school, we didn't have a large selection. We just got whatever someone's older
Yep.
sibling could get, and it was always Keystone Light. And I at that time knew it was piss. You grew up on it?
So
Well, we gave you the cans
I
we
think
piston. That's why.
in college, at least in Ohio, Natty Light was the cheap piss.
Yeah, for sure.
It was Natty Light. I feel like that was the go-to. Best commercials though definitely goes to Keystone. You remember Keystone? Keystone.
No, how'd it
Keystone. I
go?
remember the Keystone commercial.
Dude, they had
This
like
is a Keystone.
Yeah, dude. It was just like a mascot, like a guy, but he was like this like country dude, like a like cut off like flannel, like a sleeveless flannel, and he used to do just like over like hilariously masculine stuff in the commercials, and he'd always everything he did at the end, he'd be like Keystone. Like,
Oh my god. gosh, I gotta go check
Yeah,
that out.
it's pretty good, pretty good.
What's your go-to beer now?
Probably. I like Blue Moon. I like the
Ooh,
basic.
solid.
Yeah, like especially at the bar when they give you a little orange slice.
You put that in there.
I like it. I do like Blue Moon's probably my favorite of like just the.
I like passion fruit kissed Michelob Ultra Light.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you,
That's-
do you order it like that? And you say,
Passion fruit Michelob Ultra Light, please.
You either go with like the tall Bud Light, the tall boy Bud Light,
I
or
love me a Bud Light.
what's a Miller?
Miller High Life. No, MGD.
You
Genuine
go
draft.
with MGD. You like
Nice,
the-
cool,
shoot.
can,
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
okay.
I like
MGD
me-
you can only find in bowling alleys, though.
So you're always hanging out at
Only in
bowling
the bars
alleys.
you can still smoke in. That's hard to find MGD in a restaurant or in a bar.
That was my dad's go-to as a kid.
It's
was the
everyone's
MGD.
dad's uncle's beer. Yeah.
It's a good one to go to. Yeah.
What
Get drunk and beat your wife.
does your
My dad did not beat his wife. by the way.
yo man?
I want to go on record. He did not do that. All right.
I'm talking about Miller High Life drinkers. High Life drinkers.
Does your coach get upset at you? Like, do you have a very strict diet? I'm assuming when you're prepping for fights, right?
Yeah. So pretty strict. He's not like that. Like super crazy. He kind of trusts us to
Make weight.
basically, yeah, kind of
Okay.
do that on our own. I'm sure he would get involved if our performance started slack. Like if
If you're
you know,
drunk in the ring, yeah.
he
looking kinda
he
pudgy.
might support that. I don't know, but
Drunken masters.
like training and stuff. If I was like visibly like gassing out real bad and he'd probably
Yeah.
be like, "Hey man, what's going on? Like what's your diet like?" kind of thing. But
Yeah, you smell like Keystone Light, man.
4 Big Macs washed down with
Yeah.
Keystone.
He's like, "What's the deal there, bro?"
Little Caesars.
He's like, "You've been burping this whole round." But no, so I've been going through a place actually in Vacaville. It's called Lean Feast, like a meal prep place, for a few reasons. One, they gave me a discount, which is cool.
Nice.
And then two, the food's actually good. Like, cause there's some meal prep places where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this tastes like it's super healthy. It's like spinach and dry chicken. But
Like, what are you getting there? What
bro, they got so many things, dude. They got everything from like, they have like 30 different proteins. You know, you can get any steak, chicken, bison. They got like salmon, even like.
and you go there and hunt them yourself. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. They get this. You walk in, they give you a knife. And you just
Figure it out.
Yeah.
You just go into a river and you're pulling the salmon out yourself.
That's one way.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. You just go in, and they like measure out whatever. You can get real specific down to whatever specifically you want.
Do you
And
count your macros or anything like that?
I'm not that strict about it. I get more stringent about it obviously when I got to make weight close to
Yeah.
a fight. But in terms of like measuring out macros and stuff, I'm kind of more just performance based.
Sure.
I'll training, if I'm like, damn, I feel like I got nothing in the tank, I'll kind of up the carbs, or vice versa. If I'm like, I feel like I'm getting skinny and weak, I probably should up the protein. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. I kind of just base it off of that.
Do you have like a guilty pleasure food type of thing?
Ooh, that's a good question, man. I'm a sweets guy.
Same.
I like
Ooh, name 'em.
sweets. Oh, all right. I'm glad you
I
asked. man.
love
All right.
love sweets.
I love.
Guys, your fat boys are showing.
We go downstairs and just binge.
Nom, nom, nom. I too also like sweets. I'm not
Yes.
trying to make it seem like I don't.
Yes. So I would say, just ice cream is good off the bat.
Flavor.
Ooh, cotton candy. No.
Cotton candy
Right?
ice cream.
Everyone hates on it, dude. I love cotton candy, dude. Cotton candy.
We're not 5 years
I
old.
don't think I've ever had it,
I've
dude.
never been. I don't have like a pop quiz
He's like,
next year.
personally, I'm an adult. So no,
I get vanilla only.
yeah. I yell at them if they put the spoon in. I'm like, I want to do it. No, I like cotton candy is a good one. Anything, I'm more like vanilla based. I like vanilla more than chocolate. So like, I figured you're gonna make a
What was it?
white.
What was the phrase you said? Cracker snacker?
I get the cracker snacker special.
You want the vanilla with the French vanilla mixed into it? Ah, yes.
It's a Bud Light float.
Oh my
I
god.
would. What?
Whoa.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
Sounds hella good.
We created
a Bud
something.
Light float.
Or any beer of your choice, but a scoop of
I
ice
think
cream
it has
inside.
to be a light beer though.
My
a stout.
brother would lose his shit if that
Really?
was the thing. Dude. He would be like, well, why not? I guess I'll.
That doesn't sound like him losing his shit.
It sounds really rational. Well, if you guys are doing it, I guess I'll try it also. Losing his shit would be like, what the fuck?
That was pretty underwhelming. Right? Like, he would lose his shit. Like, yeah, I'll have one.
That's how he loses his shit.
Guys, he's off the handle. We better give him one. Wow. Okay,
Okay,
so vanilla ice cream.
What else?
So ice cream, and then outside of that, I love donuts. And specifically, like the maple bars are my favorite. Like the long ones with the cream.
Yeah.
With the bacon piece on top.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
I haven't, but it sounds good.
That's
real
where it's at.
good. You'll
Okay.
be breathing heavy afterwards for sure. But it's so worth it,
All right,
man.
I like it. Donuts.
Donuts
what
make
else?
me go nuts.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Right? You know what I
Ice
mean?
cream
Got it
donuts,
at Dunkin'.
dude. Another thing I've been into recently is they had them out in Hawaii a lot. They're like the cookie sandwich donuts. You know what I'm talking about? So it's
Yeah.
like ice cream sandwich, but with like soft cookies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we
Cookie
got
sandwich cream.
but so similar to cream, right? And you've had cream before, I'm assuming. Yeah, because we just got one down the street. Have you had Crumbl Cookie?
No.
We just opened one.
You got cream. You get cream?
We have cream and
get
Crumbl
cream.
Cookie. Do I get cream?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No, I don't. I haven't gone. Never mind. Crumbl Cookie. You said you have had it before?
I have not.
You've seen? Are you
pretty
familiar
good.
with what I'm talking about?
I don't think I am actually. I don't
They
think so.
look like cookies on steroids.
They're like
dude.
artisan cookies.
huge cookies.
How
soft.
close is that to the studio?
Right
They're
now,
like down the
Yes.
street.
a minute, one literal minute.
real? Okay.
Yes. So
All
They're not
right.
that bad. You get like 5 for $15, which I know sounds like ridiculous, but they're like,
Not really,
they're
yeah.
this big.
they're huge. So basically, I'm gonna turn super fat boy right now.
I love it, dude.
I have
Yeah.
the app downloaded. Once you download the app, you get a free cookie.
Okay.
And then on top of that, every single week they have rotating flavors of cookies.
Oh, okay.
They keep the chocolate chip because that's the classic, but the
Okay.
other like 4 or 5 flavors they rotate weekly. And
What are some of the good ones? Like a little different.
there's like chocolate brownie fudge. Oh man, the other one they had.
I had a cookies and cream cookie, which I know people would be like, it's just an Oreo, but
Yeah.
it's
different?
not. It
Okay.
was like, it was.
maple bacon. Maple
Yeah.
bacon was incredible.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I had a strawberry cheesecake cookie once from Crumbl.
Sounds fucking good.
They'll have some like weird
Yeah.
flavors, but
Have you seen the video of the little kid and his dad like rating Crumbl cookies?
no.
And every time he takes a bite, he's like, "That's my favorite."
The kid?
And so there's a guy who duets it on Instagram, and the first one kid's like, "That's my favorite." He's like, "Oh, that's cute." The kid likes it. The next one, the kid goes, "That's my favorite." He goes, "No, you said the other one." Third one, "That's my favorite." He's like, "No, you can't have
getting pissed.
3 favorites."
Getting fucking pissed. But yeah, dude, definitely stop by. They're sneaky motherfuckers over there. So like now we're getting into the day and age where we're posting our restaurants have to post their calories next to the food
Sure.
option that
Yeah,
they're
sure.
putting out there, right? So what they put is 145 calories right next to the flavor of the particular flavor of the cookie. And now people are thinking, Fat America is thinking, I could eat a few of these and still
yeah.
not hit my caloric intake target.
And they're like,
for
no,
the
for
day."
half a bite.
Who's counting calories? But then but my cookies will fit into my macros.
Some people will, like if you're calorie
Wasting
counting.
time.
There you go.
But so it says that. But then there's a small asterisk next to the numeric value, right? That says 145 calories. You follow the asterisk to the legend at the bottom right of the menu, and it says,
It says look in the top right corner, and then it says look in the bottom left corner. It says, "You're
look
gay."
behind you. It's basically saying that's how many calories are in 1/4 of a cookie. So
'Cause
just
that's
take
the
that
serving
and multiply
size.
by 4. Exactly.
And let's be real. What psychopath eats 1/4 of a cookie?
No clue.
Well, they sell Crumbl cookie cutters that cut it perfectly into fourths. So it's like they're definitely trying to be like, we only want you to eat a fourth, but
You will die.
Nobody does.
Wait, they're turning this into.
Cake.
Wait, no. This is turning into Apple because they're having their own brand of products to kind
support
of
their
support.
product?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could cut this cookie with a knife like a normal person.
Yeah.
Or
Buy
pay
a-
$25 for our special patented cookie cutter
Dude, good for them.
made from plastic.
Good for them.
Right.
I'm glad we bonded on this whole
Of course,
sweet
dude.
thing.
Of
Fucking
course.
loved
I
it.
will say, I don't want to be a poo-pooer, but their chocolate chip cookie just has a shitload of butter in it. That's the only thing.
It's really good though.
Okay.
It's okay.
Were you a big party boy growing up?
Not really, man. I mean, I had fun, but nothing crazy. I'm still not a big drinker, to be honest. I like it. I like going out and drinking. I'm not gonna say I don't drink or anything like that. But I was never like a crazy party guy.
Yeah.
You been in a three-way?
No.
Want to be in a three-way?
Fuck, dude.
Bro, that's such an alarming thing to say in a room with a closed door and 2 of you. He even scooted in front of the door. He's like, "You ever been in a 3-way?"
Quick.
My fiance left.
Asking about
Junior, the garage,
Hey,
she
you party? You like to party? I just imagine the next question. Like, you ever been in a three-way, bro? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, Blake's gonna leave here. Blake earlier today said, yeah, I've done like 30 or 40 podcasts. Now the next time he does a podcast, he's gonna be like, yeah, I've done like 30 or 40, but there's this one podcast where I was just harassed.
I'm just saying, because
Goddamn heathen, man. This is our guest, and you just... Blake, I apologize for his behavior,
It's a good
man.
question. No, it's cool.
It's a good question.
It's a valid question.
Well, have you been in a three-way?
No, I haven't. I have not. I have not.
I guess the next follow-up is, do you want
Oh, no, dude.
No.
Well, I'll send these girls home then. Never mind.
In a real, dude, like, if we're gonna play around with that
Sure.
conversation,
Yeah, lay it on
if
me.
I were actually ever in a three-way,
Yeah.
because people see it in porn all the time, I'm too insecure and self-conscious
Yeah.
and too much of a people pleaser that I'll constantly be thinking, is
Yeah.
the other girl getting enough? So, I mean, would you guys have that problem?
Yeah,
don't know
dude.
why
And
there'd
then
be
I
girls
think
there.
too, man, like, dang, dude, what if I finish like hella quick and then like, do you just like hang out and cheer them on? Then
Dude,
what,
they
no?
keep going?
Then there's two of them disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the two of them disappointed is my biggest fear.
That's wild, man.
You want to just leave one disappointed.
that I can deal with.
No, yeah, I thought about that too, man. Because like every scenario just doesn't. I personally like sounds super appealing to me. Because then I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot to think about, dude. Because then there's
too
like
much
two.
going on.
Yeah, because then you're like, you don't want to like spend too much time with like just one, and then you're like, whoa, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Ignore someone else, and then you're like, all right, I gotta do this and do that.
Is it
and
my
then-
turn to hold the
Yeah.
camera?
Yeah, dude. It's a lot, and then like. Definitely, if it's two dudes, and that's not up my
No,
alley.
I'm
But that's
no, thank you.
that, and then I hear people say all the time. I have friends that are like, "Oh yeah, dude, if it's like someone, I would only do if it was like a homie I was super tight with." I'm like, that's worse.
Makes it
That's
worse.
worse.
That's so much worse.
I'd rather
bro.
it be a stranger that I never
Yeah.
have to see again.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's better either.
I just don't want that
Hey, what's your
situation.
name? James. Oh, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. How do you know Tiffany?
Yeah, sick cock.
We work together. Sick guy.
Yo, dude, I wish mine was that big.
Oh, you just get that done? You just get that redone?
Yours curves to the left, mine curves to the right.
I have heard
Wow,
recently that a big popular surgery that men get is to have like a rod put into their penis.
Why?
Oh, no.
Why do you think a man would want a rod put into his
To
penis
straighten it out?
and make it always permanent?
Oh, always a perma Viagra type thing.
dude, perma hard?
I mean, you know what?
That sounds like terrible.
Permahard sounds like a hairspray brand.
It sounds like a Pokemon move.
Permahard. that menopause does.
Damn. No.
Makes them bigger.
Well, how about you? Wait, answer. Like you said, you wouldn't be able to like focus on two at once.
No, I would be like, I gotta check my email and just let them have the room.
One time I had this conversation with some other people.
With two girls, and they're like, Christian, stop talking, come on.
It was another couple and me and Melissa, and we were having this conversation, and they were talking about how they would be down for a threesome, like if they were to hypothetically go to a restaurant and the server were to help them out, and then they'd be like, "Hey, I like the server."
What
Do you
kind of
like the server?"
restaurant is this? Full scale service.
And then, like after the conversation, and they left, Melissa immediately looked at me. She was just like, "So now, do you want a threesome?" And it was a test question, for sure, a test question. I immediately said no, and I told her exactly why. And I said, "It's because I."
Love you more than anything, baby, and I couldn't imagine another woman being in the bedroom.
I told her the truth. I said like I would be too much of a people pleaser, and I would be
Yeah.
afraid that the other person wasn't getting enough
Yeah.
of me.
That's fair. That's a fair answer. You know, it's like
Wait. What was Melissa's response?
She said good.
Oh, okay. Wrong, because I have this friend that was coming with us tonight.
you're like no.
Oh
I
man,
guess you don't want to meet Cameron Diaz.
Oh, dude,
Cameron Diaz.
that would be cool.
I
With
mean,
Cameron Diaz, but
Wait, which part would be cool?
just a threesome with Cameron Diaz,
Oh, okay. Anyone else
two
in Cameron
Cameron
Diaz?
Diaz's.
Yeah.
or just Cameron Diaz in general. It doesn't have, actually that
Just sex with Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that would be fun.
Charlie's Angels, the first one, Cameron Diaz.
I'm thinking The Mask.
clutch.
Oh, the mask
yeah.
Cameron Diaz was a baddie for sure,
yeah,
man.
she looked good.
Yeah. That's a I'm glad we went into silly conversation. You've never been asked questions like these, I'm assuming.
Dude, I love it, bro.
We're going to do an improv scene. So let's
Okay.
get into this improv scene.
Okay.
And you've never done improv before?
No.
What are your thoughts on improv? What's your experience?
It sucks.
I don't know really much at all about it other than there's no script.
That's really all you need to know.
Exactly that. So, yeah, basically we're going to get into it. We're going to just
You
do
ever
a
play
scene.
pretend as a kid?
All the time.
That's it. That's what we're doing here.
Okay.
Just keep it rolling.
I got
That's what
that.
it is through an audio medium. And then, yeah, we'll wrap this up and we'll get you on out of here.
Sounds
my
good,
friend.
man. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I have one last question
What?
before we go. But if you could call out any fighter in the UFC, who would it be?
Oof. That's a really good question, man.
Hasbulla?
Dude, that's it. You answered it for me, bro. Hasbulla.
Because I know that's everyone's call out. Yeah.
Yes, dude.
You should check out this guy. He's scary.
What is this? Who is he?
Hasbulla's a monster of a
Well,
fighter.
that name sounds like a Street Fighter character.
You don't know anything.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Does he look like Zangief or
He
something?
looks scary.
Well, enlighten. I got you after.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Please show me. Yeah.
Yeah. He's.
For the listeners too, I'm sure
And
you'll
we're
put
calling
up
him
a
out
picture.
to fight him?
Yeah, Hasbulla does. He's quite a
He
fighter.
would be down. I know he
Yeah.
would be down.
Well,
yeah.
do you remember when who's the big dude that used to do backyard fights
Shaq.
all the
Kimbo
Kimbo
Slice.
Slice.
Kimbo
Rest in
Slice
peace.
just he passed away not
did.
too
A while
long ago.
No, a little while ago.
Probably a couple years ago.
How'd he
but
die?
I actually don't know. I want to say it was like heart like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like a natural for how young he was. It was kind of like
Yeah.
surprising. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty
Do you
sure.
remember seeing those old YouTube
Yes.
videos?
Yes.
Of him just knocking out like multiple people in a backyard.
Hammer, dude.
Crazy.
That dude is scary. Yeah,
That-
was.
that
He was
a
terrifying.
monster.
If I was in a room with him, like I'd be terrified.
I mean, yeah, he learned how to fight in prison.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Okay, then he's surviving anything.
He
Yeah.
learned how to fight in
Yeah.
prison.
All right, let's get into this improv scene,
Okay.
boys, ladies and gentlemen. Highly irrelevant. All right, guys, come on, huddle up. We're gonna break into that house right there. That house. Do you know who lives in that house?
How could you not?
I mean, it's Thomas Jefferson's home. I don't know who lives in it currently, but
Yeah,
I know
no.
that's Thomas Jefferson's home.
Yeah, it was built around the time that Thomas Jefferson was alive because it was his home. But it's George Clooney's house.
Now?
And I hear he has a live replica.
Are you okay?
Of
Did you
a
take your
T-Rex.
cough medicine?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. Blake,
Yeah.
did you bring the stuff?
Yeah. First off, the Batman he was in was dog shit. I just want to go on record to say that.
Yeah, no, I think absolutely.
Terrible.
You've said that every time we brought up the plan.
Yeah.
Blake, we know. We
All
know.
right, my bad.
We
been playing-
agreed that Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance in Batman and Robin was way better.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Mr.
it's the same
Freeze.
movie.
Yes.
That's the same movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, while we're at it, who do we think?
Guys, we're in circles again. Let's focus on the plan.
Okay, all right.
You got the bolt cutters?
I do.
Okay. Christian, you brought the masks?
I brought the masks.
I brought the gloves.
Okay. All right. Here, Blake, which mask do you want? Do you want the one of George Clooney?
No, I think I'm gonna take the Barack Obama.
The Barack Obama one's a good one. We did that on the last
That was
time.
nice. That was nice.
All right, Alex, which one do you want?
Just give me the Clooney one, I guess.
All right, the
That's-
Clooney,
all
and
right.
that leaves me with Zach Galifianakis. I think we're ready to go.
And then gloves. Do you want the pink ones? Here you go. Take the pink ones.
All right, I'll take the pink ones.
Blake, you can take the pink ones. All the gloves are pink, by the way. Everyone's getting pink gloves.
Okay. I mean, it's better than the first option that we had, which was like we were all going to get one sparkly
Wet.
glove.
Yes.
Wet gloves.
That
Yes.
too was a weird option. All right, Blake. Once again, how did you? I mean, what's your background in thievery?
Well, actually, I got all of my knowledge from Ocean's 11, which ironically George
Stars
Clooney starred
George
in.
Clooney.
So I'm going to use his own tactics against him.
That's crazy. Okay, I've never seen it, so can you break down exactly what we're gonna do?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't either. I just said it for the improv skit. But
We've only ever seen Ocean's 8, and I don't know if they're related at all.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Alejandro, you have the blueprints
The blueprints.
of the house, the schematics.
Cut to Alex right before he leaves this house. All right, got my phone, my wallet. I think that's everything I need. Oh, the gloves. All right, ready to go.
Cut back. Okay, so we don't have the schematics. We're
No,
just
I
gonna have
don't.
to
I
guess.
don't.
Blake.
Wait, why don't we just go through the front door?
The front door.
Maybe he's not home.
Okay, Blake, go ahead and knock.
We'll wait here in the bushes.
Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum.
Oh shit, he's home. Blake, get in the bush. Get in the bush.
Crazy, we could hear him yawn from this far.
He's a loud yawner. We all know that. It's a
so
well-known.
we can't go to the front. Blake, thank you so much for doing that. But it looks like we're gonna have to do something else.
Looks like we're gonna have to. Actually, we're gonna have to let you go, Blake. You're fired. Your job's done.
Wait, we're gonna let him go?
Well,
You already brought the bolt cutters and everything.
exactly. He's done his piece.
Okay.
Actually, Blake, why don't Why don't you knock on the door again and distract Mr. Clooney, and we'll sneak around the back.
I can do that.
And we'll enter through the back, and we'll just keep entering through the back and just enter.
Cut to the front door again.
Okay.
Dum dum dum.
Okay, I'm coming.
Go ahead.
Honey, go ahead. You can get it.
Me, Brad Pitt, speaking to my friend George Clooney.
It's a sleepover. All right.
We'll both answer the door, George.
Yes, okay.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hi.
Hey, George.
Oh, wow. George, you know this guy?
Yeah, I've never seen you before. Who are you?
Actually, I work at the Mormon church down the road, and we're doing a survey. Just a general survey.
At 9 p.m.?
Yeah, just nothing specific. It just asks who you think the best Batman was. I don't know, nothing specific towards you. Or
Wait a minute, George.
And
this checks out. I know there's a Mormon church down the road.
Okay, that sounds good. Michael Keaton. My performance was horseshit.
George, don't be so tough on yourself.
No, it was really tough. Did you see?
It was Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer's the best Batman.
Honestly, the way that Twilight guy did it.
His
way
name
better.
is Robert Pattinson.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
right.
you act like you don't know his name all the time, George.
You
act like you don't know his name.
I'm just upset at the trajectory of his
Did you hear something
career.
in the back room?
It could just be, it could just be.
hey, just back,
Okay.
back to the
Okay, yes, Mr. Mormon Man.
Cut to the back of the house.
Okay. Seems like Blake's doing a great job. He's really obsessed with his Batman
Is he
talk.
asking George Clooney about his performance as Batman?
Yeah,
That's
I could
bold.
hear it. It's very upsetting, but it looks like it's a constructive conversation.
Well, okay, let's just go.
All right. Looks like the backyard door is unlocked. Cut back to the front. All right, what's the next question on this?
Are they all Batman related, or does it?
Gosh, I don't want to impose. Do you have the suit? Like
It's in the basement. I mean, like, not many people are. Are you a fan? First of all,
I mean,
Because we only show this to fans.
I'm so embarrassed. But like, could I try it on?
Hang on a second, George. Have you seen Ocean's 11?
Yeah.
Okay, this
Perfect.
checks out. Yeah,
Perfect.
he's
This
a fan.
checks out. This checks out.
Come
Going
on
into
in.
the
Come on in.
basement.
Hey, did you leave the back door open, George?
yeah. I mean, just to let the dog out.
Let me double lock this back door. Make sure nobody can come in or out.
All right, cut to the basement, and we're showing Blake the Batman suit from 1997's Batman and Robin.
That's the Batman suit right there for you, Blake, and also that's the suit that he wore in Ocean's 11.
Okay. Yeah. And what is that detail? Like really close, like on the suit. Is that a logo, or?
Oh no, that's a glory hole. He can pop that open and just let any man in.
That's I didn't mean for.
Oh my God! No! Oh, you're killing my friend right in front of me. I don't even know what to do.
All right, guys, he's out. Let's go.
Go to the backyard. It sounds like Brad Pitt's still alive, Blake. You got to get Brad Pitt, but he recently did Bullet Train, and that's a lot of action.
Cut back downstairs, please, sir. I don't know what's happening. You can have all of George's stuff. You know what? I'll knock myself out. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, guys, we're good.
Okay.
Alex and Christian walk downstairs. Wow,
Yo,
Blake,
what the fuck, Blake? You killed these two A-list actors.
You're covered in blood,
We
Blake.
said to distract them. They have broken necks, man.
That's wild.
Wait a minute,
That's
guys.
wild. You're
Guys.
surprised.
I'll tell you what's wild. That's the actual suit from Ocean's 11.
Oh, wow. And look at, it's George Clooney's suit from
Batman.
From Batman, and also George Clooney's outfit from Dusk Till Dawn.
Like the t-shirt under a blazer?
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
That one?
Honestly, it's weird.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
he just brings it all to his basement. Let's just take all this shit and sell it online. I think that's we can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
done with that.
definitely. And make sure you grab the nurse's outfit from, was it ER? Was that what he was in?
Yeah, from ER.
St. Elmo's Fire? I don't remember.
First off, great reference. That's a very obscure reference. I like that.
Wait, well, let's break down. Why was Brad Pitt here?
Oh, they're friends.
Oh, it was just a sleepover.
Okay.
Scene. All right, dude. Fucking impeccable improvisation
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
never.
As good as what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we
Is that
ask
all right?
for. Is
All
kind of
right.
just honest acting.
Came out okay. All right.
Honest
Beautifully.
acting.
Thank you.
I believe that's actually that would have actually happened at Thomas Jefferson's estate that George Clooney is living at,
With his friend Brad Pitt.
who's having a sleepover.
Dude, what if George Clooney sees this and like a lot
God,
of
I
the
hope
stuff we
so.
said is accurate, and he's like,
How do they know?
Fucking hell.
Brad, get the fuck out of my house.
He's just having a gay affair with Brad Pitt.
He's like, they know.
Well, actually, his house is in Italy.
Brad Pitt's?
No, George
Clooney's? Ah, okay.
I only know that because it's they've used it in a couple of movies. Remember where Anakin and Padme?
Yeah,
get married?
yes.
That's
it's
George
like very.
Is it really?
It's like a paradise.
That's George Clooney's house in Italy, and it's also the same building at the end of Casino Royale.
That's actually crazy. I didn't know that.
You've told me this before. You have.
That's a crazy fucking.
Are you a
building.
big movie buff?
I am. I do. I compared to some people, no, but I love movies and I love music. I could talk about like movies or hip hop.
We
or
wasted
rock
this
all
whole
day.
podcast talking about your fighting career.
Yeah, right. Stupid
damn
fighting,
it.
bro.
Well, okay. Before we do end this episode,
of
let's
course.
break down some of your favorite movies, and then after that, we'll talk about some of your favorite
Actors, and then your favorite
Artists.
actresses, then your favorite sex scenes, and then your favorite. No, okay.
I could answer all those. That's funny.
What is your favorite? Do you have like a top 3, top 5?
What's kind of funny bringing up Brad Pitt, just it makes me think of a couple of his movies.
Thelma and Louise.
It's a good one. I'll say that Fight Club is a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's high up there. Fight Club.
That makes a lot of sense.
Glorious Bastards. Is a
Oh,
good one, bro.
so good.
It's a very good one.
The scene where he is buongiorno. Or,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
When he speaks French.
Yeah, when
he's
he's
like
talk-
he's like passing people through. He's like,
Yeah.
oh no. I'm thinking he's arrivederci.
Arrivederci. And then the
I
other
speak
guy,
the best Italian.
and then they asked the guy next to him. They said, "What's your name?" Dominic De Coco.
What is it?
Dominic De Coco.
One more time. I just love that Italian.
Dominic De Coco. And he's like, "Okay, that's good."
That's good.
Okay,
He's hella mad that whole scene. Every time anyone else talks, Brad Pitt's just fucking pissed.
He's pissed. All right, what else?
Ooh, okay. Friday Night Lights, the movie.
Nice.
It's a classic.
yes,
The
yeah.
I wasn't huge on the show, but the movie is one of my favorites.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, he did really good. Shit. Speaking of Billy Bob, fucking
Bad Santa.
Sling Blade.
Oh.
Dude,
Sling
Bad
Blade.
Santa. Bad Santa's amazing. Sling Blade's
Sling
a good
Blade
one.
is
I
a
think
good
it's
Incredible acting from
Yes.
Billy Bob in
yes,
Sling Blade.
I think it's an underrated movie.
I don't think he's acting in Sling Blade.
So you think like the whole Billy Bob Thornton is an
That's
act?
act.
No.
What is real is Sling Blade.
He actually murders people with
Yes.
lawnmower blades.
I'm
All right.
not joking, guys. He scares me.
He's kind of scary, but yeah.
What else? Man, there's so many, dude. A lot of good ones. A lot of those. I'm trying to think. What else? A lot of comedies. I like a lot of comedies.
The Color Purple.
Classic. Of course, the classic. Grew up on Adam Sandler movies.
Of course.
I love the old Adam Sandler movies.
Do you have a favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Billy Madison.
Jack and Jill.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jack and Jill.
Not taint
I
this
love Jack and
studio
Jill.
with no.
Do you actually?
Yes.
One quote.
Without-
Quote one thing from Jack and Jill.
Come on, get your Dunkachino. When they make Al Pacino do the
That's
whole...
an Al Pacino reference from the movie Jack and Jill. Okay, fine, that's passable. But yeah,
I can't believe you got so mad at me.
I'm sorry. Billy Madison is a good
Yes.
That's really good.
Hopping back to dramatic stuff. The Departed.
one.
Great fucking.
That's a
So you're a
comedy.
Martin Scorsese type guy.
I am.
His favorite movie is Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Great. Another great one.
I have the
Yeah.
first line tattooed on my arm.
Do you really?
I do.
It's a good one.
Have you heard the story about when Adam Sandler bought everybody in Grown Ups a car?
Really?
He got everybody a car, and I just saw David Spade telling the story. He said he got a call from like Chris Rock, and he was like, "Hey man, have you been outside yet?" And he's like, "No, I haven't been outside." He goes, "Go outside right now." He goes, "Go outside and call me." He goes, "Okay." And he goes outside, and they're backing up this big truck into his driveway. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, we're dropping off a car." And the truck opens up. This Maserati comes out. He goes, "It's from Adam Sandler." And David Spade goes, "Oh, okay. Adam wants me to watch one of his cars for him, until he gets here." And he goes, "No, like this is for you. Like Adam Sandler got you this Maserati. It's all paid for. It's yours." He couldn't believe it, so he goes back inside and he calls Chris Rock. And Chris was like, "Yeah, man, pretty crazy, right?" He's like, "You got us all a car." He's like, "Man, and I got an Accord. What did you get?"
Wait, is that true?
They all got Maseratis, but
Oh, I was gonna fucking say, dude.
That's awesome.
but to buy everyone a car like that,
Yeah, that's like
Sandler's got it.
that's fuck you money.
Yeah.
That's like that's awesome.
And he knows it, and I think he's very aware of his success,
Mm-hmm.
and I like how he associates his ego with it because he doesn't flaunt it. When you see him go onto talk shows or any interviews,
Yeah.
he's wearing some crappy clothes.
right.
Doesn't give a fuck, doesn't like fix his hair or anything. He's
Yeah.
just like, I'm here to do the damn thing.
Yeah, he's like, I know who I am.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's a super good actor now with like Uncut Gems.
Bro, that was a good one. Yeah.
Solid. Gave me major anxiety. We'll never watch it again.
Yeah, dude.
But his performance was solid.
No, that was a great one actually. I forgot about that.
That was good. That was good.
In terms of music, who are you listening to now? You said a lot of like hip hop.
Yeah, I'm real big into hip hop. So there's like some staples for me, like people that I just like listening to all the time. I'm real big into like ASAP Rocky.
Nice.
That's really big. Dang, whole bunch, man. ASAP Rocky. I like Mozzie a lot. He's like he's from SAC. Real big into ASAP Rocky.
Oh, some local artists.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Stunna Man. I gotta shout him out for going local. I like Stunna Man. Young Jr. is another local dude I like a lot. But I would say staples. At least my favorite of all time. I'm a really big Lil Wayne fan.
Okay.
I just grew up on him. I love it. And then 50 Cent, Eminem, all those guys. I grew up on all them. More recently, I've gotten big into like the little bit of like darker stuff, like Suicide Boys. I'm real big into.
Interesting.
Yeah. Suicide Boys, Bones. That genre is kind of cool to me. I like it. Just something different, you know.
Get you hyped.
Yeah. I like that. I like that stuff that gets me.
What's your playlist that you listen to right before you hop into the ring? Would you say?
So I would say, it like evolves, right? So when I have some significant time before the fight, I like listening to stuff that gets me amped up. But then actually, believe it or not, right before the fight, I like listening to like a little more like laid back, dancey stuff. Because kind of what I was talking about earlier, I like kind of getting a little bit relaxed before I go out there and having fun with it. So I like kind of depends what I'm feeling, you know. Like it could be some goofy shit, you know.
I love it.
Some like right. But yeah, so that kind of shifts on, you know. It could be something I was listening to a lot up to that point during the fight camp and stuff. But yeah, man, it kind of shifts around.
It's fucking awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
I think it's about time we wrap this up. So before we get going, I'm gonna ask you to do a few things. Well, plug yourself first of all. Like, where can people find you? Where can people watch just follow your journey and whatnot?
So my name is Blake Perry. My Instagram is Blake MMA 170. That's really the only social media I have is Instagram. So that's the spot to, you know, reach out, say hey, whatever.
See that nose thing?
Dude, see the nose? It's on there, bro.
It is. I know it is.
And then, yeah, man, it's in terms of watching the fights, my last few have been on UFC Fight Pass. They're all over YouTube and stuff. So, yeah, reach out, say hey.
So cool.
Hit me up.
Dude, that's awesome. Okay, baddies. You know what's up. You know where to find us. You could follow me at Christian Has Asthma on Instagram and all socials.
I'm at call_me Jesus.
Follow the podcast at ICBTB Podcast. Get everything you need. We got some merch left over at ICBTB.com. And be sure to follow and subscribe everywhere you listen. But definitely watch on YouTube. I work really hard on these edits. So it'd be super cool if you want to see our faces when we're talking this stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to put like pictures of his nose and stuff on there too. So if you've been like listening and you're like, what happened to his nose?
There's going to be a shit ton of visual aids in this episode for sure.
And trigger warnings.
Yeah. And Blake, one last thing. If you could look into the camera, we always end our episodes with our guests, look into the barrel of their camera and leaving them off with a one word, a phrase, or like an anecdote or something.
One word, phrase, or anecdote. I'm going to say...
So pretty much anything.
I'm going to think of a good one. Bud Light Float.
Bud Light Float.
Bud Light Float. All right, fantastic job, man. Thanks for coming on.
We're going to try the Bud Light Float.
Hell yeah. All right, baddies. See you later. Blake, thank you so much. And until next time, peace out, y'all.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Goodbye.